we have performed 3 experiments. Yes, first we have performed the PN junction diode via characteristic. Then we have performed half wave and full wave rectifier. And then we have performed the C filter with half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. Today we are going to perform Zener diode as a regulator. So on this screen you can see same link we are going to use. Okay, share the link in chat box also. Same link, and students see want Harshali. She has completed the experiment 1 very nicely. She has submitted the PDF also. She has shown the PDF. So anyone wants to see, you can share that PDF in your group. Okay. See, she has written, not written, she has prepared a PDF very nicely. Okay. So those who want to see, they ask Harshali, she'll send. No, right now you don't have to submit. Rishikesh is asking where we have to submit. See, students, right now you don't have to submit. You just prepare and keep it ready on your PC. Okay. I'll ask HOD sir, and as per their uh, uh, I'll ask HOD sir, and as per their answer, means as per their saying, we will see where to submit. Okay, either I'll ask you to submit on Edmodo or on this MS Teams. Okay, in next week I'll inform the same on this platform only. In next week I'll inform the same. Okay, so keep it ready on your PC or in your mobile. Okay, you can also perform the experiment in mobile also. So see, today we are going to perform Zener diode as a voltage regulator. So here we are going to use Zener diode after filter. Okay, after filter we are going to use, because in filter we are getting some ripple. Ripple means some AC part is there. So to remove that, we are going to use a Zener diode in reverse bias, and therefore cathode is at upper side to positive terminal and anode is connected to negative. Zener diode always used in reverse bias, because in reverse bias the voltage across Zener diode remains constant, and hence we use Zener diode. Okay, we have seen all these things. Okay, while explaining the Zener diode as a regulator. So all theory is given over here. We have also seen these two terms, line regulation and load regulation, and today we are going to perform same. I have explained you the thing, the line regulation and load regulation. Both are very important whenever you are going to design a regulator. Line regulation means we are going to maintain output current constant by changing the input voltage, that is line regulation. And load regulation means we are going to maintain output current constant by changing the load, and for both regulation, your load current, output current should remain constant, and that is the property of regulator. With respect to your input, change in input, there should not be any change in output current. And also, if you are changing the load resistance, and that time also your output current, the IL should be remain constant, and the value should be remain constant. And by seeing load and line regulation, we can say that the regulator is good or bad. If the line and load regulation both are very small in value, both are as small as possible, and then your regulator is very good. Okay, but the line and load regulation, if you are changing the input voltage and there is a drastically change in your load current, means the regulator is not good. If you are changing your load resistor, and your load current is not remaining constant, then also your load regulation, the regulator is not good. The regulator should maintain this load current constant. If load current is constant, then automatically your output voltage will be constant. So here the load current IL should remain constant irrespective of change in input voltage or irrespective of change in load resistance, and this should be maintained, and that is called as line regulation and load regulation. So ideally both line and load regulation should be zero, but practically we cannot get load and line regulation zero because there are some tolerances there in resistor value, Zener value. We are not getting ideal resistor, we are not having ideal Zener diode, and hence practically we get very small value of load and line regulation. Okay, so this we have seen in load and line regulation. So we will see the procedure. So today we are going to perform load regulation and line regulation for Zener diode as a regulator. So first we will see line regulation. Line means your input side. So for this we are going to change your input, and we are going to change the, and we are going to check, we are going to see the effect of load current. Okay, so what is the first step? First step, we are going to set the Zener voltage. So here we are going to set the Zener voltage. Whenever you are going to buy a Zener diode, you have to tell them the Zener voltage. According to that Zener voltage, they will give you the Zener diode. In market, the Zener diodes are available 4.7, 5.1, 5.9, okay, 6.3, 6.1. So what is this? 4.7, 5.1, 5.6, then 6.1, 6.5. So this is nothing but a Zener voltage. Okay, so whenever you ask for give me Zener diode of 5.6, means the Zener voltage is of 5.6. What is Zener voltage? Zener voltage is the voltage in a reverse bias condition, and that is the constant voltage when Zener diode is reverse bias, and that constant voltage provided by that Zener diode. So the Zener voltage means a constant voltage given by that Zener diode in reverse bias condition. Zener diode हा मार्केटमध्ये मिळतो, त्याचं जे व्होल्टेज दिलेलं असतं ते कोणतं व्होल्टेज असतं? झेनर व्होल्टेज असतं. तर पहिलं तुम्हाला ते सेट करायचं आहे, तर तुम्ही सेट करू शकता 5.6 or 5.1 or 4.7. okay, we will set it as a 5.6 volt. Then set the series resistance value. Series resistance, this is series resistance or source resistance. You can call it as a series or source resistance. Then set the load resistance value, RL. Set the load resistance value. We will set RS as 100 ohm and RL as a 1K. Then vary the DC voltage. Now you are going to change the input voltage, and we are going to change the effect on this IL. Okay, so vary the DC voltage, and then voltmeter is placed parallel to the resistor and ammeter in series with the series resistor. We have seen the voltmeter should be always parallel. So here you can see this voltmeter is connected parallel to resistance, and this current meter is connected in series. So this will give you your output voltage, and this will give you your output current, that is IL. Then choose appropriate DC voltage such that Zener diode is on. Now you have to select the DC voltage such that your Zener diode should be on. So now if I set my Zener voltage as a 5.6, then we have to make it up to 5.6. After as soon as we reach 5.6, then only this voltage will remain constant. This diode will be get on. Now note that the voltmeter and ammeter reading for various DC voltages, and then we are going to note down all readings. Note down the load current, Zener diode Zener current IZ and VO. Calculate the voltage regulation. Okay. So this is the procedure for line regulation. Line means we are going to change this and VDC, and we are going to check the IL. Okay. The IL should be remain constant, or it should be slightly get changed. And then next we are going to perform a load regulation. Load regulation means now we are going to keep our voltage constant. Now we are going to keep input voltage constant, and we are going to change this resistor. So see, what is the first step? Set the DC voltage. Okay, then set the series resistance RS. Then we are going to set it as 100 ohm. Then 1 watt T0 41 glass Zener diode 1N4740A, and Zener voltage is 10 volt. So here Zener voltage is 10 volt. This is fixed. So here we are going to set as a 10 volt. Now vary the load resistance. See, now we are going to change the load. So here we are going to vary the load resistance, and we are going to check the load current. So we are vary the load resistance and check the IL. Voltmeter is placed parallel to the load and current meter is in series. Choose the load resistance in such a manner such that Zener diode is on. Choose the load resistor. We have to choose the load resistor in such a manner so that this diode should be get on. Okay. Now note the voltmeter and ammeter reading for various load resistance. Increase the load resistance RL, load down IL, and Zener resistance. Okay, and output voltage. We are going to note down IL, IZ, and output voltage. These three values we are going to note and calculate the voltage regulation. Okay, and then third is Zener characteristic. Students, see, the Zener characteristic is your experiment number 2. If you have gone through our experiment list, then your first experiment is the list of experiment is given in your curriculum, and curriculum is there on our site, and I have also uploaded that curriculum, STC curriculum, on our Edmodo classroom. So go through that curriculum, and there you can find a list of experiment. The first experiment is VI characteristic of PN junction diode. The second experiment is VI characteristic of Zener. So here the third parameter is Zener characteristic, and this is our experiment number 2. Then our third experiment is half wave and full wave rectifier. Our fourth experiment is C filter, half wave and full wave rectifier with C filter. And our fifth experiment is load and line regulation. Okay. So here in this experiment, our experiment 2 is third part, and our experiment 5 is first and second part. Understood this? Yes, Harshali? Are you there, Harshali?
Yes, ma'am.
हां, थँक्यू हर्षाली. बघा स्टुडंट्स, आपले आतापर्यंत 3 एक्सपेरिमेंट झालेले आहेत, बरोबर आहे. मग त्याचे 3 झाले. जो पहिला एक्सपेरिमेंट आहे PN जंक्शन डायोड, तो आपला पहिलाच एक्सपेरिमेंट आहे. पण जे हाफ आणि फुल वेव्ह रेक्टिफायर आहे, दॅट इज आवर थर्ड एक्सपेरिमेंट. ठीक आहे. आणि हाफ आणि फुल वेव्ह विथ सी, तो आपला फोर्थ आहे. आणि हा जो आज आपण परफॉर्म करतोय झेनर डायोडचा व्होल्टेज रेग्युलेटर, त्याच्यामध्ये हा जो फर्स्ट पार्ट आहे लाईन रेग्युलेशन, सेकंड पार्ट आहे लोड रेग्युलेशन, दॅट इज आर एक्सपेरिमेंट नंबर 5. and the third part, this is Zener diode characteristics. This is our experiment number 2. Okay, so in this experiment 2 experiments are there, our experiment number 5 and experiment number 2. Okay, in Zener diode characteristic, if you have seen the diagram, this is same as our PN junction diode. Okay, but here you have seen only reverse bias is shown. Okay, only reverse bias, because the Zener diode act as a same in a forward bias, same as PN junction diode. The forward bias characteristic of Zener diode is same as PN junction diode. So only reverse bias characteristic they have shown. Okay, because Zener diode is designed to operate in reverse bias condition, because PN junction diode we cannot use in reverse bias condition, and hence Zener diode is designed. So here we can see a Zener diode characteristic, and this is a reverse bias characteristic. Okay, so here you can see. And students, before performing this load and line, we are going to perform this Zener diode characteristic. It's very easy. Select a diode. We are going to select a Zener diode. Then we are going to select a rheostat. So what is the function of this rheostat? Rheostat, you can call it as a rheostat or you can call it as a potentiometer. Both are same. Rheostat is also a variable resistor. Potentiometer is also a variable resistor. Variable resistor means you can change the value of resistor by changing the knob. If you change the knob, the value of resistor get change. So here if you change the value, then accordingly the voltage will get changed. So if this knob is at this point, then it is connected to negative. So if it at this point, then zero resistance will be there. As zero resistance will be there, minimum voltage will appear across this side, means zero voltage. If you goes on increasing this resistor, then the voltage will also get increased. So here we are using the rheostat for getting a variable voltage. Okay, so rheostat can be used to control a voltage. Okay, whenever you want to get a variable voltage, you can use a rheostat or potentiometer. Okay, so by changing the rheostat, you can change the voltage. So select the rheostat at 1 ohm, set it at 1 ohm. Okay. Then by adjusting the rheostat, adjusting means by changing the value of rheostat, you can change the voltmeter reading from 0. Okay, and each time corresponding reading you will get on milliammeter. Take the readings and note down the voltage across Zener diode and plot the VI characteristic. So for this, first we are going to perform this Zener diode characteristic. Okay, understood the procedure, everyone? Yes, students? Yes, Nandini? Nandini, procedure करा लिया है? You can write yes or no. Yes, Nandini? Okay. Thank you, Nandini.
Hello.
See.
Hello.
Yes. Yes, tell me, any problem? Yes, student. Any query? Your device is unmute. If you want to ask question, then only unmute your device. So see, students, we'll go for simulation. So here Zener diode line regulation is there, Zener diode load regulation is there, and Zener diode characteristic. So today first we will perform Zener diode characteristic. So click on Zener diode characteristic, and here you can see Zener diode characteristic. So here choose the Zener. So see over here. If you are choosing this Zener diode, then 6.2. So 6.2 is a Zener voltage. Okay. If you choose this one, then Zener voltage is 3.6. If you choose this one, then Zener voltage is 9 volt. This showing this is your constant voltage when Zener diode is in reverse bias. Okay. So you don't have to remember. You can just ask for the Zener voltage. The shopkeeper will directly give you the Zener diode. So you have to just tell them the Zener voltage. So if you choose this one, then 7.5 volt. These voltage are fixed. So we will see 5.6. We will take this. Okay, 5.6 Zener voltage diode, and then rheostat. The rheostat initially is at 0 value. See, so here if you change the rheostat, see over here, then voltage will get changed, and as soon as you reaches to, means you are near about the 5, then current starts flowing over there. See, and after this your voltage is remaining same. We will plot this and then you can understand everything. Okay, we will start from 0th value. See, now the resistance is 1 ohm. 1 ohm is very less value, very less value. Okay, so near about 0 only. So here, this is your first reading. We have selected this Zener diode having the voltage 5.6. 5.6 is a Zener voltage. Okay, now we will add this value to the table. See, this is your first value. Your Zener voltage is 0.12 voltage because your resistance is just 1 ohm. So this is your initial and current is 0. Okay. Now we'll change the resistance to 20 ohm. Okay. In tens of steps of 20 will take the readings. Okay. 20 ohm. And now note down the reading. Add to the table. Okay. Then next take the reading for 40 ohm. For 40 ohm, you are getting the voltage as a 4.424. Add to the table. Okay. Then next, take the reading of 60 ohm. 60 ohm. Okay. And for this, for 60 ohm, you are getting 5.6. Okay. And then add to the table. And now, if you go on 80 ohm and or take 70, after 60 take 70 because I'll tell you. See, so here vary your DC voltage they are saying. Here you can see your voltage is remaining same. Add to the table. See, add to the table. Why? Because the value is remaining same. So here add to the table, it's not getting added because the Zener voltage is remaining same. Okay. So again make it 80 ohm. See, it is not getting added because your voltage is same. So as soon as it reaches to 5.6, the voltage is remaining student constant, but the current is increasing. See over here, the current is increasing. First time it was 0.009, and when you go to 70, see over here 70, then the current is getting increased 0.015. Okay, and when you go to 80 ohm, the current is increasing. So the voltage is remain constant, but current is changing. So this is the advantage of Zener diode. This is the advantage of Zener diode. Okay, so see, I'll go to next value. Go to 90. See, for 90 again current is increased 0.07, and go to then 100. Last value is 96. See, the current is increasing. Means once the Zener diode reaches to 5.6, which is your Zener voltage, and after that the voltage remain constant and the current is increases. The current is increased. Okay, and before that, if you are seeing your current is almost 0, if you are seeing your current is almost 0, and when it reaches to 5.6, the current starts flowing. The minimum value of current is 0.009 and the maximum value is 0.030 ampere. Okay, 0.030 ampere means 30 milliampere. Your answer is 30 milliampere. Okay, so and then plot the graph. So this is your graph. See over here. Okay, and if you are seeing, they have drawn it to this side in first quadrant, but the character should be in third quadrant because we have connected it in a reverse bias. Okay, so this character should be in third bias. See, your graph is like this, and after 5.6 you will get a maximum current. Is there any doubt in this, student? Any doubt in Zener characteristic? Yes, students. Anybody? Jacinta?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you understood this Zener diode characteristic?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you, Jasmita. So students, today we'll perform only this, and in next lecture, tomorrow we will perform load and line regulation. Okay. So here what you have to do, you have to click on this experiment, Zener diode voltage regulator, and perform Zener diode characteristic. See, if you click on Zener diode characteristic, this window will appear, and this is Zener diode characteristic in reverse bias condition. Okay, because Zener diode act as a and means the working of Zener diode is same as that of p-n junction diode in forward bias condition. So same table will be there for Zener diode, but the characteristic is different in reverse bias condition. So here they have shown you the reverse bias condition. So here I have shown you 5.6. You can try for other diode also. Okay. So depending on you, if you want to go for another diode, then set that value. Okay. In lab, we usually take the diode of 5.6 or we take the diode 6.1. They also have, see over here they have 6.2. Okay, so in lab we usually perform this experiment on 5.6 or 6.1. Okay, so if you want you can perform for 6.2. If you want you can take any other Zener diode. Okay, and then change the rheostat value from minimum to maximum. Add each value to the table and go up to the maximum value, that is 96 ohm, and then take a screenshot. So this is your experiment number 2. Understood everyone? Kauram कळालं?
हो मॅडम.
थँक्यू Kauram. आणि उद्या आपण बघूया लोड आणि लाईन रेग्युलेशन, म्हणजे आपले 5 एक्सपेरिमेंट कंप्लीट होतील. ठीक आहे. उद्या आपण लोड आणि लाईन रेग्युलेशन बघू, आणि उद्या तुमचं दुपारीच लेक्चर आहे, राईट? यस श्रेया, टुमॉरो lecture is at 3:30, right? Not at 2:30. Yes, your lecture is at 2:30. Okay, so tomorrow we will perform line and load regulation of Zener diode, and next week I am going to conduct a surprise live quiz on chapter number 1, 2 and 3, and on or tomorrow or day after tomorrow, means tomorrow Friday or Saturday, I'll share the all question bank. I'll share the MCQ question bank on chapter number 1, 2 and 3, so that you all can start practicing MCQs. Okay, I have already submitted the chapter number 1, 2, 3 on this MS Teams. So tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I'll share the MCQ question bank on chapter number 1, 2, 3 on this MS Teams. And in next week, we will have a surprise live quiz in any lecture. Okay, and attendance for that live quiz should be, means it's compulsory. Attendance for that quiz is compulsory, because I am going to submit that attendance to HOD sir. Okay, and I am going to conduct that live quiz under IEI student chapter. So those students are going to be there. They will get a IEI certificate also. Okay, and it is compulsory for everyone. Okay, remember this. So attendance is compulsory for all of you. In next week, I'll conduct the live quiz in any lecture. Okay. Yes, Shreya, understood everything?
Yes, ma'am.
Quiz will
And
be
ma'am,
on
we
Kahoot.
don't have to
Yes.
submit this practical.
No. You don't have to submit this right now. In next week, I'll inform you the same. Okay. You just prepare each folder on your PC or in your mobile. Okay. I'll let you know where to submit the practicals on Edmodo or MS Teams. In next week, I'll inform you the same. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Rishikesh, the quiz will be on Kahoot only. Okay, you all know how to play the live quiz, so I'm going to conduct that quiz on Kahoot. Okay. Yes, any other question?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, in experiment 1, VI characteristics of diode, ma'am,
Yes.
in that I have varied the DC voltage in the form of 1, 3, 5, 7. So is it okay?
Yes. For reverse bias, you have to vary the voltage 1, 2, 3, 4. But for forward bias, you have to vary in steps of 0.1, 0, 0.1,
Yes,
0.2.
ma'am. Forward bias silicon diode, I have done that. But ma'am,
Yes.
in reverse bias germanium diode, like
Yes.
the current is
Yes.
0 up till 29 volt, and at
Yes.
30 volt it becomes some zero
Yes.
point 0.3. So it
Correct.
increases at 30 volt.
Yes, it's okay. So for reverse, you have to take the reading 1, 2, 3, 4. But there after means it remains zero, na, up to 28, 29. So do one thing, up to 15 volt. Up to 15 volt, take in steps of 1 volt, and after 15, take 20, 25, and directly go to 30. Okay. 1, 2, 3 up to 15. After 15, take reading of 20, then 25, and then go to 30.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Is there any query, student? Okay. I hope you all are enjoying our labs in this virtual platform. Okay. So perform the labs here only. Okay. And if you have any problem, then ask in our lecture so that we can solve your queries. Okay. Yes, Shreya. Understood everything. Is there any doubt from your side, or on behalf of students you want to ask something? Yes,
No, ma'am.
Rishikesh.
Everything is clear.
Okay. Thank you, Shreya. Rishikesh, same for you.
Yes, ma'am, all clear.
Okay. Thank you, students. In we'll all meet tomorrow and we will perform line and load regulation. Before going to see that line and load, you have to revise the line and load regulation. We have discussed the formula for line and load regulation. The line regulation is the output voltage is the output current should remain constant irrespective of change in input voltage. Okay, we have seen the formula. uh, VLH minus VLL upon V normal we have seen, and the line regulation and load regulation always given in percentage, so into 100 should be there. And for load regulation we have means the load regulation is the output current should remain constant irrespective of change in load. आउटपुट व्होल्टेज आउटपुट करंट कॉन्स्टंट राहायला पाहिजे जरी तुम्ही लोड चेंज केला तरी. ठीक आहे. तर त्याच्यासाठी पण आपण फॉर्म्युला बघितला होता. व्ही एफ एल मायनस व्ही एन एल मायनस व्ही एफ एल अपॉन व्ही एफ एल. नो लोड मायनस फुल लोड अपॉन फुल लोड into 100. So tomorrow we are going to perform the experiment of this, and we are going to calculate load and line regulation. So I have shared the link in chat box. Go through that and read the theory. Okay. And also if you want you can try out this. Tomorrow also we are going to try, but those who want to try they can try. Okay. So we will stop now. Everybody stay healthy and take care. Okay. Bye, students.